oh, here we go. Yeah. If I'm like around the middle of my mouse pad, I can 180 and I can still shoot. Before I could not do this, especially when I was ADS. I could not do it at all. So basically, and then if I 180 hip fire, now I can still move around when I'm here. But before, I was at the absolute edge of my mouse pad here, so I couldn't go right. And I was even showing this on stream the other day. And I found this cool chart as well that was looking at like the average mouse sensitivity and everything. And I was not only on the low end of the sensitivity, but I was an outlier on the low end of how low my sensitivity was. And so I was looking at that, and I was like, you know what? This is really good for sniping, but I can also just turn my sniping sense down. You know what I'm saying? It's a yoga mat that I use. Yeah, it's a yoga mat that I use for my mouse pad. You're right. You are right on that. So my 360 radius was almost 50 centimeters. So it took 50 centimeters or 20 inches is the range for me to do a 360 on my mouse. So I've turned that up to 420. And now it's brought it down. What's the percent on that? From 40, what is that, 20% difference? From like 50 to 40. But I also made another change because when I was at 3.5 cents, right, I also was decreasing it by 65%. Now I can literally 360 while I'm ADS, which is super weird for me. So I'm also not this. You sound like a nerd. Thank you. Thank you so much. But anyways, so that was the core of the problem here. In other words, it was really hard for me to 180 and then stay on target. This is why I lost every single close range fight that I was ever in, and why I always told you guys I always play outside buildings. I always play the strategies that I do because I'm on a low sensitivity. I can't win close range fights. Are you guys following? Even if you're on control, you guys know what I'm saying here? You see what I'm changing? Now, how do I put this into my aim trainer? Because I know how to aim train hip fire on my aim trainer. That's what I've been training. So I'm pretty accurate, you know, if I want to do that. My problem right now that I have is I am trying to train my ADS accuracy so I don't miss, and I'm doing a really bad job of it. It's all reflex rather than muscle memory at this point. And the weird thing is, watch this. So I'm going to set my keyboard as my distance here. So let's say I'm looking at this and I try and do a 360. Boom. This is my 360 radius. I now have it as the edge of my mouse pad. I do a full 360. It hits my keyboard and I cannot turn anymore. Now watch if I switch to my pistol. I noticed that if I do this, it is the exact same distance. My mouse traveled the exact same distance, but the pistol is actually more sensitive. So this is where I left off right before I started the stream today, and I was trying to figure out. So I set it to, I actually had this set to off before. And you see, it goes too far. So then I was like, why does this happen? So I tried the Legacy Modern Warfare. This actually was even worse. This had the sensitivity even higher. It doesn't use the monitor distance coefficient, which I think is better to use. This is pretty staple. Battlefield uses this. Many other games use it as well. So then I turned this on, and I was looking at it, and I said, but all the low senses are the same. So is this always the case? Can you not adjust it farther down to the specific gun? Because in PUBG, for example, you could set it all the way down to every single optic, but this just says low sense multiplier. Low zoom. So is there not a way to customize the pistol sensitivity? How do you expect a bot like me to understand this? What up, gentlemen? Sorry, I've just been figuring out my sensitivity here.
You're trying to figure that out, huh?
I made a couple changes. So I got my hip fire locked in. I've been practicing that, but I was trying to figure out the aim down sight sensitivity. And from what I found, the new relative sensitivity that they have makes it so that the aim down sight sensitivity is different for pistols, assault rifles, submachine guns, even at the iron sight level. So, yeah, it's not consistent. That's what I found from my testing, at least. But if you set it to MW Legacy, it's all then one-for-one based on the optic range. The low sensitivity numbers are different relative to the gun that you're using, which I did not like. You tried on yours. You tried on yours, Aculite, because you've been doing really good with the pistols too. And you're probably just set to relative. But if you set it to MW Legacy, so the previous Modern Warfare game, then it's all one to one.
This is definitely faster.
Legacy's faster?
Yeah, for sure.
It's faster, but that's because you're still on a 1 times relative sense. So it'll be the same as your hip fire by default.
I don't know if I want to change this. Now I'm gonna be ruined.
You don't have to. But I'm just curious, like, are you just on 1 times on relative?
I think it's the default. It's like 1.3.
ADS sense multiplier is 1. You're on relative. But did you do custom sense per zoom at all? And do you like that for like, so then try and pull out a pistol and an SMG and do a 360 with it while you're ADS'd. Does that feel good to you?
Hold on, I need this guy's SMG. Let me see.
Does it feel the same, I guess?
I mean, this is definitely faster, but I actually think I like it.
It's very minor. That's what I've noticed a lot of people do, just have it on default, which is fine. Like, I think defaults are pretty good, but my sense was not even default. My sense was so low that, so I had custom. I was playing at 3.5 cents, and then I went to custom, and that was set, like, the zoom level was down to 0.65. So it was even lower than that. So you did notice the same thing then. You're
yeah, 100%. This is different. It almost feels like the weight of the gun, like how big the gun was, kind of like how Tarkov does it.
Exactly. And that's what my chat was even saying too. They were like, oh, well, it's the weight of the gun is different. And I was like, I do not want that though. I want it to be only changing based off the magnification of the gun. So if it's zoomed in more, then decrease it. But otherwise, it should be the exact same.
Okay, let me go back to relative now.
I'm down to play whatever. I've got everything maxed. I'm just messing with the different weapons, weapon tuning, and everything.
Kill confirm is pretty good for leveling.
Kill confirm's really good, man.
Yeah, we can do kill confirm.
It's just
super boring. Do you guys have an
boring.
issue like hearing footsteps?
Yeah, it's so terrible.
I don't hear anything.
It's so bad, man. And you have to turn your audio up so loud to hear it.
And then I have people upstairs, and it sounds like they're downstairs.
Yeah, it exists, but like I have to blow my damn eardrums out.
People were saying like they have like gaming headphones and stuff, and they're like, yeah, I don't have a single issue, and it's like, and the only thing I can think then is they always increase the bass on those headphones because like bass is always a selling point for some reason.
I'm ready. Yeah,
I'm good.
So, anyways, I set mine to 0.75 right now is what I'm testing my ADS multiplier down. No, mine's right in the middle. Mine's right in the middle of the.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, if you haven't changed it, then it's 6 out of 10.
Oh, also, Stone, have you disabled enhanced pointer precision? Because if not, you're playing with.
That's just mouse acceleration.
Enhanced mouse precision. It's like on the next tab when you open it up.
If you're on Windows 11, you gotta find it.
No, I'm on 10.
Oh, you lucky. Wait, you're on 10?
Yeah, and I'm not updating anything.
Of course.
You're on Windows 10 with a 13900K?
Enhanced pointer precision is off.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
And I'm right in the middle. Well, the thing is, I just moved all of my drives over to the new computer. So technically, it's the same computer, just with all the new hardware.
Oh,
that makes
then,
sense.
Yeah, you should definitely upgrade to Windows 11. Unfortunately, I hate to say it.
Really?
Because that's garbage.
I don't know. The game stuff works pretty good.
God, I hate shotguns.
I think you get points for assist,
this is what I've been versing shotguns and riot shields.
Everybody's on that now.
Or the one-shot snipers just with iron sights. Like that's all I've been versing, and it's so annoying. And
Dude,
launchers.
I hate kill confirmed. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's so annoying. If you use claymores or grenades, whenever you get those kills, it counts towards your gun too.
Oh.
It's kind of.
All right, back us out.
Why?
Back us out. I'm streaking here. I'm trying to figure out, do we stay at the 0.75 then? I think we're locked at the 4.2. Sounds good for the hip fire.
What's up?
Do we want to go lower is the question then.
What's with these decoys, man? I'm going insane.
I know, man.
It's lovely.
It's just,
Good
it gives you
weapons,
extra XP. Because it goes through walls, right? So if you just throw it out, you can distract people on the other side of the wall.
It's so
and
ridiculous.
get XP, and it stacks. So if you have two,
I spawned
three,
with 3
four
of
of
them
them out,
and have restock.
Yep.
I'm
you get
popping
45
them.
assist points on every kill. It's not a bad move, because what you could do too, or what probably a lot of the guys are doing, they're probably going for gold even.
Yeah, but don't you have to do like challenges and stuff for that? Like mounted and stuff? Or
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't
Depends
do
on
any
the
of
gun.
it.
Depends on the gun. Popping UAV.
Oh shit. We know, so I know.
it's the shotguns.
I think this might be it, though, man. I think this might be it.
Snap.
I just have to decide and stick with something. I don't know what the other drawbacks or considerations I should have are. Anything else? Anything you guys can think of why I should increase or lower my relative ADS sense more than what it is? Why do I have engineer on?
Nice.
Do you think the top 3 weapons are at the moment? I really like this 74U. The mini vac is really good. I like that one. I don't think a lot of people like that one, though. I just like the big magazine size on it. But the thing is, I don't think it wins as well as in a 1v1.
Just letting it farm them.
Bro, I had a
Letting
game
it rip.
yesterday. I went on a chop. Like, we were down by like 80 points on hardpoint. I get a chopper gunner and a gunship, and the other team didn't shoot it down. They just stayed inside the whole game, and our team ended up clutching it. I joined at the end of the game. Got all my kill streaks, and we like clutched the game because the other team was just hiding inside the whole time, and my team was on the objective, and we won. It was crazy.
Way to do it.
That's what's up. Buttercup.
But I feel better knowing that like Aculite goes very low sense and how good he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's lower sense than me. I don't want to be the lowest anymore.